Hey guys, it's Patrick with MT Knives. This video we've had shot for a while. It's a lot of the footage from building my shop. So I had the footing poured, and when I poured the footing, I tried to just pour it in the trench without any forms. That was a mistake. My footing ended up being not perfectly level, and so trying to lay block on an unlevel footing was challenging to say the least. Unfortunately, that stalled my work for quite some time. If I had to go back again, I would have gone with using ICF for my footing, and it would have been easy to lay that ICF footing on the uneven foundation. But I decided I want to try to learn how to lay block, and to make things more difficult, I was going to try to learn how to lay block on an uneven foundation. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I learned a lot, and yeah, so I had a mason friend of mine come and help set the corners and give me some pointers, and this is kind of taken off from there.
I don't know why that corner has so many lumps.
My boys learned how to mix the mud, and so they were mixing up the mortar mix and trying to keep it ready for me so I could lay block. It takes a little bit to get used to. It looks super easy, but it actually proves to be quite challenging.
More new ones?
Yeah, give me 3 or 4 or so. Those ones all there are for there.
These are all for here. New block, so sure.
On top of just having mud ready, they are bringing me blocks and staging them so that pretty much I can just focus on laying down the mud and setting in the blocks. I have a string line pulled from corner to corner and using that to set the level of the top of the block and keep a straight line.
Here's my level.
It's right there, to the left. Oh, it's a new one.
It's kind of funny, depending on if I'm trying to keep the block as close to the footing as possible or if I'm trying to get it to stay off the footing more than need it because of the gap. The different thicknesses of mud. You know, obviously if I'm trying to hold the block up higher, thicker mud is better. But when I'm trying to keep that block as close to the footing as possible, I need that mud to be thin as possible. So it was hard to balance the mud to be the right consistency for what I need it to accomplish.
that the Tempo Grandin book, Simeon?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Temple Grandin.
Yeah. Will you put that away?
Interesting
I'm
how
only
she was
running
able to
2
see
courses
stuff.
of block. This bottom layer, and then the second layer is what they call a curb block, and the floor will be poured and at the same time as the stem wall will get filled. So it would be easy to fix the mistakes in the footing if I had 3 or 4 courses of block to fix it in, but with only 2 courses of block to correct the inconsistency in the footing, there just wasn't enough room to fix it all. I considered cutting every block to make it level, but the amount of work that would have took just really wasn't reasonable.
Okay. Hot pepper, record a polo for me.
To Apollo?
Does he do block dead? No.
No. Turn it. You got it?
Here.
I mean, I don't care. He wants to see how this is done. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Go. All right. This is mortar. You mix up your mortar. You put a little bit down. And we got our string line. It's going to keep our wall straight. And then your trick is you grab a block. The mortar is going to hold the block. You get your mortar on your block. It's really impressive to watch the guys who are good, because they put me to shame. I think a good mason could lay 200-300 blocks in a day. And if we get half that, that'd be amazing. So you use your trowel. When you set this block in, you want to set it in as close as possible as where it needs to go. Watching the string line, you set her in. You got to keep your gaps consistent, and the fun part is trying to get the block level to the string line. It's got to be level, you know, side to side like this. Let's see, that's got to go. This has got to go down. Get your block level that way, get it level that way, and then, you know, you want to make sure you don't leave. So this is what's gonna, this mortar mix will set up and hold the block, and then we'll drill down into the footer and place rebar. So like this rebar will set over. But we'll have rebar every 4 foot, maybe every 16 inches. And so when I pour concrete, this will fill these cells and it'll be a solid, basically concrete wall. There you go. Little lesson from an amateur.
Nice.
Can we move that closer to me where I'm working?
Yeah.
Back Simon higher.
Hey, Haya, it's very important that you guys don't step on blocks, okay? Any of these blocks, just don't step on any of them, because that way you don't accidentally step on the wrong ones. This one will be fun.
What, the only thing's gonna make it to 30?
Well, you said you wouldn't make it enough.
A dandelion. Oh, Papa, look at dandelion. Look at dandelion.
Uh-huh, you're right.
Dandelion.
These, after a while, they start to like sun bleach and then they're no good. You just,
Oh, those
yeah.
UV brittle.
You're not even gonna need all this mud.
Why'd you take
We're going to
that
go
thing?
around the corner.
I have it.
Hey, buddy.
Try and just get back a little bit. Your feet are where I want to slam a big heavy foot. You'll probably want your toes.
No, I don't.
You don't want no toes?
No, let him do it. He's been patiently waiting for it. Let him. We don't need no mounting board yet. Just leave it in that.
Now you can flatten it out a bit higher.
Oh boy.
Flatten the mud out.
Hopefully.
No, not like that.
Wouldn't it be bad if we didn't have enough room to put a brick there?
Make it like it's a knife.
Yeah, it sounds like that would be bad.
Would it be bad?
Make it kind of
I'll
like
trim
you're
it, but
cutting with a knife.
Hey, don't need splattered. No, just sit down and watch Dad. How about that? Just release that away.
Now for the fun one.
Do we gotta take up the bottles, Will?
do you want to hit it on this edge too?
Well, I'll show you what I do.
Okay.
Was the snake that was the speckled king snake the other one dead? When you were telling me about them eating each other on the way to Sukkot?
No, both snakes are still alive. I broke them up.
Oh, I forget how. I feel like he.
Another.
I feel like he buttered the ends.
He buttered both ends, I believe.
I know, but I
He
don't.
buttered them on the bricks that were already on the ground, didn't he? That's what I thought he did.
I don't think so. I don't know. Yes.
Might be good for him to.
Did Mom say not to? For him not to?
He said to ask you, just because she wants.
Go ahead. Hmm. Yeah. Shouldn't have done that. But whatever.
I'm laughing because I know it looks so easy, but I think it's not from the cow.
See, I think a lot of it is how much mud you get on there.
Would your fingers work better to put it on there? On the side of the block then?
See, if it gets sticking out too far, then it rips it all off. Whatever.
Then what you do next?
Hmm. some brick mason's gonna be like, that was awful painful to watch.
Yeah, tried being me.
What?
Do you want food cooking up to you? Or do you want...
We're gonna come down in a minute.
So we finished up the north side. Now we're working on the east side. It took a long time to get this far. My footing had been poured far before I got back to this project, and we had rain that had washed mud onto the footing, so we took and we shoveled it off and power washed it and chalked new lines, and making good progress. But it took me, I don't even remember how many days to do all this block work. It was pretty warm, and I was getting good and toasted by the sun, so moving around some shade. I'm glad I took the opportunity to learn how to lay block, and learning how on a situation like this probably taught me more than had I started with a nice level foundation. I'm still nowhere close to a good mason, but I definitely learned a lot, and I think it's a useful skill to know. We laid some block in some openings in the barn as well, and I'm sure I'll lay more block in the future. It's a valuable skill to know how to do. It is a lot of work though. Thanks for watching. This is Patrick with MT Knives.